Taylor Swift is once again proving that no move in her career is without purpose, and her latest surprise has fans convinced she's dropping a lyrical bombshell before her next album even hits shelves. The pop superstar, who has a knack for leaving cryptic clues and Easter eggs scattered across her projects, stunned the world when she announced her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl. The announcement itself was already headline-worthy, but in true Taylor fashion, it was only the beginning. Just moments later, she released a Spotify playlist titled, "And, Baby, That's Show Business for You." For Swifties, this was no ordinary playlist. It wasn't just a random collection of songs, it was a carefully curated list of 22 of her own tracks, each one a fan favorite, and each one produced by none other than her longtime collaborators, Max Martin and Shellback. But here's where it gets even more intriguing: fans couldn't recall the playlist's title being a lyric from any of her past songs. That detail alone sent her followers spiraling into speculation mode, with many convinced this could be a line from one of her upcoming tracks on The Life of a Showgirl. One fan summed up the collective excitement on X, writing, "I can't wait to hear Taylor sing the line, 'And baby, that's show business for you.'" This kind of obsessive attention to detail is nothing new for Swifties, who have spent over a decade decoding the singer's hidden meanings, secret messages, and sly nods. After all, Taylor has made a career out of embedding her art with layers of meaning, enough to keep fans guessing for months. What makes the moment even sweeter for Taylor's loyal base is the way she chose to make the announcement, during a preview clip of New Heights, the podcast hosted by her boyfriend Travis Kelce and his brother Jason Kelce. It was a playful, unexpected, and very on-brand way for her to blend her personal life with her professional milestones. The clip, shared widely on social media, captured a brief but charming exchange between Taylor and Travis that had fans swooning. "Such a nice color on you," Taylor said to Travis, who was wearing a baby blue cut-off sweatshirt. Without missing a beat, Travis responded, "Yes, I know. It's the color of your eyes, sweetie." If that wasn't romantic enough, he added, "It's why we match so well." The chemistry between the two was undeniable, and Swifties were quick to point out how rare it is for Taylor to give the public such a candid glimpse into her relationship. After years of being notoriously private about her romantic life, it seems the Life of a Showgirl era might be shaping up to be one of her most open yet. The flirty back and forth ended with Taylor gleefully turning to the camera and announcing, "We're about to do a F-King podcast." It's a moment that encapsulates everything Swift does best, blending music, personal storytelling, and carefully orchestrated fan engagement into a seamless package. As anticipation builds for her next chapter, fans are left wondering, is The Life of a Showgirl about to reveal an entirely new side of Taylor Swift? When it comes to Taylor Swift, nothing, absolutely nothing, is ever just a coincidence. The moment she announced The Life of a Showgirl, Swifties immediately went into investigative mode. Why? Because with Taylor, every word, every title, and every seemingly casual decision is often a breadcrumb leading to a bigger reveal. And this time, the trail began with a mysterious Spotify playlist titled, "And, Baby, That's Show Business for You." The playlist contained 22 of Taylor's previously released songs, a number that is no accident. For Swifties, the number 22 isn't just about the hit song from Red, it's a signature number tied to moments of transformation, rebirth, and even inside jokes within Taylor's universe. So, when she chose exactly 22 tracks, fans knew something was up. The phrase itself, "And, baby, that's show business for you," doesn't appear in any of her past lyrics. And to a casual listener, that might not mean much. But to a Swiftie, this could only mean one thing, a brand new lyric from the upcoming album. Suddenly, speculation took over X, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere Swifties could gather. One fan wrote, "I can already hear her singing it in my head, probably over some dramatic, glittery bridge with Max Martin production." And yes, Max Martin's presence is no small detail. The playlist includes hits like Bad Blood, I Knew You Were Trouble, and Delicate, all co-created with Max Martin and Shellback, two of the most important collaborators in Taylor's pop music evolution. This choice hints that The Life of a Showgirl may not be another stripped-down, indie folk moment like Folklore or Evermore. No, this could be Taylor returning full force to the high-gloss, stadium-ready pop that defined eras like 1989 and Reputation. And then, there's the reveal moment itself, a masterclass in Taylor's knack for blending her personal and professional worlds in the most charming way. Fans got their first glimpse during the preview clip of Travis and Jason Kelce's New Heights podcast. There's Taylor, glowing, looking right at Travis, teasing him about his baby blue sweatshirt. He smirks and says it's the color of her eyes, a line so effortlessly sweet it had fans melting. Then, as if sealing the moment, he adds, "It's why we match so well." The interaction felt authentic, intimate, and yet, perfectly timed. Moments later, Taylor turned to the camera and exclaimed, "We're about to do ing podcast." And just like that, in one playful beat, she tied her personal romance to her professional announcement, something only she could do without it feeling staged. For Swifties, this wasn't just an album drop. This was a carefully crafted piece of theater, blending love, music, and a hint of mystery. And if history has taught us anything, it's that every Taylor Swift album era is built on layers, hidden messages, coded fashion choices, secret meanings behind track lists, and even cryptic merch designs. The playlist title is just the opening act. The real question is, what's the full story behind the life of a showgirl? Is it a love letter to the highs and lows of performing, a glittering confessional, or a veiled commentary on the price of fame? Whatever it is, one thing's for sure, Taylor knows exactly what she's doing, and fans are already living for the drama. When Taylor Swift names an album The Life of a Showgirl, it's impossible not to think about the real-life show she's been living these past few years. From sold-out stadiums across the globe to publicized court battles, from emotional speeches to whirlwind romance headlines, her life is a show, one that the whole world has been watching, and now, fans are convinced that her new music will weave together the glitter and the grit, the dazzling spotlight moments and the raw, unfiltered reality behind the curtain. Many believe the album will be as much about her story as it is about the universal showbiz experience. And of course, in the center of this sparkling storm stands one man who has unexpectedly become part of the Taylor narrative, NFL star Travis Kelce. Their relationship, which began in late 2023 and has since blossomed into one of the most talked about love stories in pop culture, has already inspired fan edits, TikTok theories, and countless articles. From sweet sideline moments to hand-in-hand arrivals at after-parties, Taylor and Travis have become a pop culture power couple. And now, Swifties are asking, could the life of a showgirl be peppered with songs inspired by this new chapter? Some fans are pointing to the way Taylor has spoken about Travis with genuine admiration, calling him supportive, funny, and fearlessly himself. In many ways, Travis stands in stark contrast to some of her past relationships, which were shrouded in secrecy and media tension. Instead of hiding, they've embraced the attention, almost using it as fuel for their joint narrative. And if we know Taylor, she's likely been taking notes for her lyric book this entire time, but this isn't just about romance. The Showgirl title could also be Taylor reclaiming the term, a nod to the way women in entertainment have often been reduced to their appearance or their performance, rather than being respected as complex artists. For decades, Showgirl evoked images of feathers, sequins, and a fixed smile hiding exhaustion. Taylor, however, might be about to redefine it. Industry insiders believe the album may explore themes of resilience, sacrifice, and the constant performance demanded by fame. Even in her most candid eras, Taylor has been aware of how every step she takes is scrutinized, every outfit dissected, every lyric decoded, every expression photographed. And yet, she continues to perform, not just for the applause, but to tell her truth. One telling clue? Fans noticed that the New Heights podcast reveal wasn't just about promoting her album. The dynamic between her and Travis, playful, teasing, grounded, mirrored what many believe this new era will represent, a confident, seasoned artist who can enjoy the glitz without losing herself. If the life of a showgirl truly is autobiographical, we might get songs that bridge the gap between stadium anthems and intimate confessionals. Think Enchanted meets All Too Well, but with the theatricality of Bejeweled. This is Taylor we're talking about. She doesn't just give us an album, she gives us a universe, and if history is any guide, Swifties are already preparing to hunt for Easter eggs, hidden in music videos, merch packaging, even in her outfits, during future appearances. Because if there's one thing Taylor Swift knows better than anyone, it's how to keep her audience coming back for the next act. The moment Taylor Swift announced the life of a showgirl, the internet practically combusted. Swifties didn't just trend her name on X, formerly Twitter, they turned the entire announcement into a 24-hour, non-stop decoding session. Hashtags like hashtag Life of a Showgirl and hashtag TS11 theories racked up millions of views within hours, and fan-made teaser trailers started circulating before Taylor had even released a single note. TikTok, naturally, became the epicenter of the chaos. Influencers and casual fans alike began sharing videos of themselves breaking down her Vegas show outfits, old interviews, and even her body language from the New Heights podcast appearance. Some claim that the specific shade of gold she wore was a deliberate nod to the golden age of Hollywood, hinting that the album will be a visual and thematic homage to classic showbiz glamour. Others swear they spotted subtle references to her earlier eras, tiny callbacks to Speak Now, 1989, and even Reputation. Then came the deep dive fan threads, entire dissertations on Reddit and Tumblr theorizing that the life of a showgirl will follow a loose narrative arc, starting with the excitement of stepping into the spotlight, moving through the isolation and burnout of constant performance, and ending with a triumphant reclaiming of self. Swifties aren't just predicting track titles, they're crafting full lyric sheets, cover art mock-ups, and even speculative tour set lists, and here's the thing, Taylor knows this is happening. She has built her career on creating a dialogue with her fans, turning them into detectives and making them feel like co-authors of her story. Every Easter egg she drops isn't just a cute bonus, it's part of a long-term strategy to make her audience feel like insiders. That's why each announcement hits like a cultural earthquake. Industry experts are already predicting that the life of a showgirl could be another record-shattering era for Taylor. If the speculation is true and the album blends autobiographical lyrics with theatrical production, it could appeal not just to her diehard fanbase but to casual listeners who love big, cinematic pop records. And with her ongoing relationship with Travis Kelce playing out in real time, there's no doubt the public will be watching both her music and her personal life with heightened interest, but there's also a sense that this album might become more than just another pop release, it could be a statement piece. For years, Taylor has navigated the tension between her public persona and private reality. This could be her boldest exploration yet of what it means to live under constant scrutiny while still owning the stage. It's a reminder that behind the sequins and spotlight, there's a human being, and that the showgirl isn't a caricature, but a survivor, a storyteller, and a master of reinvention. As the countdown to release begins, expect the frenzy to only intensify. Merch drops will sell out in minutes. Paparazzi photos will be dissected for clues. Fan theories will grow wilder. And when the album finally drops, one thing's certain, it won't just be an album launch. It'll be the opening night of Taylor Swift's next great era, and the whole world will be watching, waiting for the curtain to rise.